Greetings and good day. Thank you for joining us at our Strive Wealth Builders YouTube channel. Today, I will be taking you along with me to a site visit in San Francisco, 30 units. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, please let me introduce myself for those that are not familiar with our platform. My name is Detra Harris, and I'm the Managing Director for Strive Wealth Builders. We are a RIA located in the San Francisco Bay Area. Please visit our website if you have not at strivewealthbuilders.com. Please join today. There is no membership fee. And if you are not a subscriber to our YouTube channel, please click subscribe now and like us, and please become one of our family members. So today I will be visiting a site in San Francisco, 30 units, one of my favorite properties to visit. And I'll be talking with John, which is our regional manager. And he is also a resident of the site in San Francisco, the 30 units located on 7th Avenue near Golden Gate Park in San Francisco. Let's talk about why is it important to conduct site visits. Now, if you own your property, or if you're a property manager, then you know how important it is to conduct your site visits regularly. Regularly means monthly for me. I really like to visit our sites regularly, which is a monthly visit. Or if it's out of state, I have my property manager visit the site monthly and then submit a report, site visit report to me. So that's very important that we have a presence on our properties, that the tenants know that we care about them as well as we care about the property, and we want to make sure things are running smoothly at the properties. And for me, I love going to the sites and talking to the tenants and kind of getting their feedback of what's going on at the site. I try to stay out the gossip because there's a lot of gossip going on, especially when you have multiple units. So I try to stay away from that. Well, sometimes I don't, but anyways, I try to stay away from that and really get down to the details of the site visit, which includes your curb appeal when you first arrive. And then also, if you have any vacant units, you want to look at those vacant units and make sure you pay attention to the common areas. And really, if you have a HUD building, tax credits, then we know that you will be having an inspection coming up soon at some point, and you want to make sure everything is taken care of off your checklist for that either REAC or a TCAC inspection when they visit your site. Also, the city and county may come to your site to visit, stakeholders and so on. So you want to make sure that everything is in order and clean and safe at the site. So yeah, let's get there. So let me show you some footage on the site. All right, I'm here in San Francisco on a site visit, and I talk about site visits so very much on my YouTube channel because we have to make sure that our properties are well maintained. This particular property is well maintained, definitely. I come here often and I visit often, and without a doubt, it's well maintained, nice staff. Residents are really delightful here. I believe it's at least 90% Mandarin, Cantonese. Sorry about that. Mandarin and Cantonese households in this building. 30 units, senior facility. We'll take a little bit of walk around a little bit. In a little bit, I'm going to take John down the street and have a cup of coffee and talk with him about some property stuff first. Okay. There's John sitting there. So I'm going to walk outside. One of the things that I do, of course, when I first come into the property, I'm going to come in and I happen to know that they are getting rid of some items today, so that's why that's out here. It's actually free items. But you want to make sure that you take a look at the exterior of the building, make sure the landscape is looking nice, because it's just really important. Your curb appeal is really important before you enter into a building. And of course, when you have those inspections, you have to know what to look for prior to the inspector coming, so you can be aware of anything that's going on the exterior of the building, any siding repairs that's needed. You want to look at the balconies too to make sure the tenants are complying and not having items on the balcony that can encroach over the side of the balconies, causing some hazards. So again, this is a 30-unit building. I'm in San Francisco today. It's a beautiful day today. Walking around, checking things out as we do. Also, what's really important to, when you're on your site inspections, it's not only just to make sure that your staff is doing what they're supposed to be doing, but also you want to visit your site so you also know what's going on at your site so you don't have any surprises. So the garage areas, it looks good. You have recycling over here. The managers usually make sure that everyone's parked appropriately. No tags are expired. No hazards going on. No leaks. It's clean, as you can see. I love clean properties. I love clean properties. I'm going to the back again. Let's see if they have a beautiful garden over here. They've done some work over here in the past because there was a big gazebo, and they've taken all of that out, and they had someone come in, and as you can see, this is new because some of the fencing was starting to rot, and you want to make sure those are some of the items you want to take care of and make sure that your fencing is intact. So I see a lot of these. It's probably not a big issue, but for me, I wouldn't want those nails sticking out of the wood there. I think they should be taken care of. Then you have some planters here for the neighbors. For the tenants, because they love to come out here and do some gardening. So I love this look. This is a beautiful look back here. Very nice place that they have, and John has been doing such a great job. That's why he is our regional manager. So not only does he has a really good deal here. So what I said before, I'm gonna look up here and see some of this. John lives here, so he gets the unit, right? He also gets a salary. And he gets to move around a little bit because this is 30 units, so it doesn't require a full-time manager. So that means he gets to move around a bit. There he is. Hey, John.
Hello.
He gets to move around a bit and do other things with his life and not just focus on being here 24 hours a day. So I'm here to talk to him not only about this property, but some of the other properties that is under his leadership as well. So again, John and I have been working together for about 3 years. And so I'm real comfortable with John, and he knows his stuff. All right, come back soon. What a beautiful property this is. And I love visiting this property. They have their stuff together at this property. They always do. They have their REAC inspections always exceed 95, 97. All the time, every year. It's just a wonderful property. So we don't always get it like that. So of course I pick the property that I love to visit the most. I usually don't have any issues with this property. There is one of the best properties in our portfolio. So one of the things I want to point out before I end this video is that I'm not checking up on John. Typically a lot of times staff feels that you're coming to the site to check on them. No, that's not really the reason for me coming to the site. I come to the site usually because, one, I love to get out, and that's a part of my job is to make sure things are running smoothly. I come as a support. I'm the manager support and what they need and make sure that they have the tools necessary for them to be successful at their jobs. I'm also checking out the site. Yes, there may be things that a lot of times the manager might miss. So it's always nice to have 2 or 3 eyes looking around the common areas and in the hallways to making sure that things are working properly, all the components are working properly. And a lot of times I have to come because I have to monitor the budgets, the reporting responsibility, the regulatory agreements. So it's necessary for me to visit the site. I want to make sure that all of their binders are up to date with the most current OSHA requirements and other requirements that's necessary to make sure that the building meets compliance. So a lot of times the staff members, they get a little antsy when you come to the site, and I don't usually like to just show up. I always let people know that I'm coming to the site so they can be prepared for me. So those are some tips that I give owners as well as property managers in terms of making site visits. So you should definitely go to your site. Don't be an absentee owner. Go to your site, check it out, make sure everything is running properly. Okay, I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Bye.